Hello everyone, welcome to our talk. We are Camille and Gerard, and we are both business analysts here in Odoo.
Gerard, even if I love a bathrobe, I don't think it's now the appropriate moment to wear it.
Okay, you're right. Let's just get dressed for the talk. You're probably wondering why we're wearing a bathrobe, so we invite you to sit, relax, and you'll discover it later.
So our talk is divided into 5 sections. Here is the agenda. Let's get started. Gerard, I thought about something today. Isn't it curious that most of the people would rather book an appointment online than doing a phone call?
Actually, now that you mention, it's true. I always prefer doing some clicks rather than just calling some stranger on the phone.
Well, you know why? This is because 100% of people prefer online booking over other means.
100%? Wow, where does this come from?
From my own analysis. Joke apart, most millennials are just phone anxious, and the idea of doing a phone call to book an appointment is not the most appealing one to them. So booking online seems like the safest option.
Also, online booking has many more advantages. Think about any kind of salesperson. For example, a real estate agent that will have to manage the visiting of apartments for the following week for people to purchase, or also think about a beauty therapist that will have to manage all the slots for people to get their manicure done.
It's true that booking online has reached a new peak with COVID-19, but let's dig a bit more why this is so common. There are 3 main key points that we should definitely remember about booking online. And the first one is convenience. Booking online can be done 24/7, which is super convenient from the service provider side than the customer. The customer can do it on a Sunday afternoon from their place at home while planning the upcoming week. So there is no back and forth communication and an agenda is just being filled automatically.
Besides convenience, booking online is also very flexible. We can easily reschedule and cancel all our appointments, and also some new slots can be suggested to people. Also, we can make some information required. For example, when we book a table for a dinner, we can already say that it's for a birthday, so then the waiters can prepare the birthday cake, and then we can all awkwardly sing happy birthday. Also, we can make some mandatory information be filled, such as the name or the email address. Like this, we can send automatic reminders, and we can decrease the no-shows.
And the degrees of no-show bring us to the last advantage, which is the big revenue increase. You're still not convinced? Well, let me give you a concrete example. If a forgotten appointment costs you about $50 and it happens at a rate of 5 times a week, well, you're already losing €1,000 per month, which represents €12,000 per year. So instead of losing your time, wasting your money by sending manual reminders, let Odoo take care of those annoying tasks for you so that your employees can just invest their time in a more productive way.
And as Camille said, Odoo will take care about that for you. This is why, in this new version 17, we have developed this new app, Odoo Online Appointments. This app includes all the modules that gravitate around it, because what we want is to cover 360 degrees of the whole booking online process.
This new app cope with, well, your employee calendar, so does time off. So let's imagine if one of your employees is on holiday next week, Odoo will understand that no slot should be available online for her for the upcoming week.
Also, the app is integrated with website sales and point of sales. First of all, we can publish our appointments in the website where people can book them. Then this will generate some sales in our backend. And last but not least, we can retrieve these sales and pay them directly from the point of sales, which is very convenient.
So you understood it well. Instead of investing your money in several software apps, well, Odoo does everything for you all in one. So this is fantastic. It's a bit of the magic of Odoo, I would say.
It is. But now, let's just stop for a second and let me tell you how Camille and I met. It was not so long ago during the inauguration of the new Odoo farm. As some of you might know, it has a swimming pool. And Camille and I were chatting just next to it, and we started talking about swimming pools, jacuzzis, spas.
And then we thought, could we easily manage a spa within Odoo? As a customer, we would like to be able to book our favorite activities in the spa. And as the manager, we would like to efficiently manage all of our resources, especially all the scheduling, plus to sell some additional product at our point of sales.
And then our friend in common, Charlie, he contacted us and he told us about his business. So this is why tonight you and I all together are launching the new spa in town just next to the Palais. How do Spa?
Well, how this spa offers so many services so that any one of us could just feels our need to relax after a long day at work. So let's discover together what it has to offer.
First of all, as every good spa, we offer some massages. And in this case, we want the customers to first select the favorite therapist and then select the slot. So let's see how this would look. We have here our database and we have appointments. We go here in the massage and let's now check the settings. Our users are Leia and Meya. They are both therapists. And since we want people to first select their favorite one, we decided that the sign-in method is first picking the user and then we will see the available times that we have here in the schedule. Also, if we go here in options, we can decide in which website we will publish this appointment, which is a new feature from this version. In this case, we want to keep it in the Belgian website because it's the only country where we're going to have the spa for now. Also from here, we can activate an upfront payment, which is also a new feature. And here we will link it to a new product, which of course it's called Massage. Here we also want to have some mandatory questions because we really need to know if people have some injuries and if they have allergies to some of the oils that we're going to use. And also for us, it's mandatory to select the kind of massage that we have so that then our therapists are going to be ready for it.
And How the Spa offers a beautiful outdoor jacuzzi, which is available during the entire year, except when it's snowing. So Charlie told us that it was very important to be able to cancel and to disable all online bookings when the weather conditions do not allow it. So how do we configure this in the database? So let's get here in the appointment, which is called Jacuzzi, and I'm just going to click on Edit. Here we can see that this appointment is associated with a resource, which is Jacuzzi. And as we can see, this limits a number of 10 people that can book at the meantime. So here we just don't put any picture. The assignment method, well, it doesn't matter because we just have one resource, so people don't have the choice. And here we can see that we associate this appointment with an upfront payment, which is called Jacuzzi. This is a new product in our database. So we heard that next week is going to snow, so we just want to already add a list so no people could just book an appointment online. So let's do this right now. Just clicking on the Jacuzzi, I'm just adding a leave going from, well, Monday to next Friday. Okay. Can just associate the good specific resource, which is Jacuzzi, and the reason, which is not mandatory, but just like for... Yep, so I just did it. Great.
Also, what makes How to Spa great is that we have yoga classes, but in our case, we don't have an employee that will do that. We have Fanny, who is an external yoga teacher. Her availability changes every week, so we have to be aware every week of what's going to be her schedule for the following one. So as you can see here now, I don't have yoga because by default I have the recurring appointments. So if I remove the filter, I see that Yoga with Fanny is punctual. So let's click here, and once again, let's see the settings. We have the resource, which in this case is Yoga with Fanny, with a maximum of 20 people. Then it's not published on the website because we want to send a link to the people, to the possible customers, so they can choose their favorite spot from the available ones. Actually, here we have all the schedules, but also we want people to reply to these questions, their level, and if they have a mat or not. So once back to the schedule, this is what Fanny told us where she could come next week. So what we're going to do is we're going to share. If we share, by default, Odoo is going to tell us that the appointment type here is Yoga with Fanny, and we can just copy this link and we can send it to our clients. In this case, what we want to do is have a weekly newsletter that it's scheduled for middle of the coming month, and then it will have a button at the end so people can book their class directly from there.
And Gerard, how would you finish a day at spa? With a cup of tea in the hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Charlie thought about the happy ending, a warm Japanese atmosphere where you can finish your day perfectly in the spa. As there is no point in assigning a specific table to the customer because they all have the same size and the same view, Odoo will assign a table automatically. So let's see together the configuration. So now if I'm going back on the appointment, here I can see that I have the tea room. Let's dig a bit more the configuration. Here we can see that we select the resources and not the user because we want to see all the available table in our restaurant. Okay, so if I'm going back here, there is not a specific thing that I just configure, but now you could ask yourself, how can we just link appointment with table in our point of sales? What we need to do is just to go out from the appointment app and go to the point of sales. I go straight to the configuration, into the setting, and I want to make sure that I'm on the restaurant, which is called tea room. That's perfect. Let's get into the floor. And if I open my floor with the page show, I have my different tables here. But those are not my appointment resources yet. So I just need to click on it and just to associate the good appointment resource that I just created beforehand. So I did it for all of those tables, which is great. And now I don't have to forget about the table booking, which I just already clicked, which will just give you the reservation once you open the point of sale, the restaurant. So you know who is coming and what table was booked for them.
So, well, I think, Camille, Charlie gave us a very big challenge, right? Because we're reaching the end of the Odoo experience, and everyone here is probably very tired and maybe even a bit hangover. So it's a perfect occasion to just spend the day in a spa. This is why this is the chance to help Charlie boost his sales. So Camille, we can really not fail this mission.
Well, let's hit the market together and see how any of us could just book some appointment on the website of How Do Spa.
Indeed. So in this case, we have Baptiste, who is one of our colleagues, and he's been working really hard for the Odoo experience. He's done many talks, many other tasks, so we convinced him to just try to go to a new spa. So let's see how he would book the spa. First of all, he would go to the website that we sent it to him, and he's gonna go to the appointments. The first thing he wants to book is a massage. As we said before, he has to choose, and he heard many good things about Laia. So he's just gonna select her, and then he sees that for today, he has a spot at 2. That's perfect. Then he can say that he doesn't have any injury, and he doesn't have any allergy. And also, he will select the type of massage. So we're gonna proceed to the payment. But now, actually, he wants to book something else, right? Because since he's going there, we're gonna book some other things. So he thought about the jacuzzi. And then he saw that there is an availability at 3, just after his massage. So he's just gonna select it and same. Proceed to the payment. And actually, he wants to confirm this, so he's gonna click on Pay Now. In this case, we're not gonna pay online because we prefer to pay once we're there, but we confirm these appointments. Also, going back here to the appointment, he wants to book the tea room. And he saw that there is an availability just after the jacuzzi and the massage. So same, he's gonna confirm, but of course doesn't make sense to pay now because he's gonna get some things to drink and to eat once there.
That's
From
right.
here, he can also add it to his different calendars. And also, Baptiste would like to attend a yoga class because we told him that it's very good. As we said, this is not in the website. We don't want to publish that. So we added him in the newsletter. And now he received the email to attend this the yoga class. So he will check about the availability. When we click on the button here, we're gonna see that there are some limited availabilities for this class. So he might have to come another day. So for example, we're gonna select this same day at 11. Right now here we have this new feature where he can add some other guests. So if he's bringing a friend, for example, we're gonna add the friend here. He's gonna select his level, he's a beginner, and he has a yoga mat. When we confirm the appointment, we see that his friend is also gonna be added as an attendee, so he can also be reminded about this event.
Great. Well, let's see together now how Charlie will handle this quotation, this sales order in his database. So let's go straight first on the sales app. So if I'm clicking here, going straight into the orders, I can see that I have a new sales order number 13, where Baptiste added a massage, a jacuzzi. perfect. So now that he's finishing all his cares, he just wants to go straight to the tea room that he just discovered. So we can just go here, and if I'm going a bit down there, here we can see that there was a table that was automatically assigned to him. So tea room with Baptiste. I'm just clicking here, and then as he likes, well, black tea, he just take a teapot for black tea. Then he wanted to test some Japanese treats, especially the suama and the iriro. So I just added here, and now he's ready to pay. He decided to pay cash, that's perfect, and we can just validate this order. So now that he's finishing his day at the spa, he wants to pay for all the different services. So let's go here in the boutique. If I'm going here, we can first retrieve the quotation, which was quotation number 13, the sales order. I can settle the order right here. Okay, that's perfect. If now he decided to add a product because he really liked the coconut oil, we can just click on here. And well, he discovered that there was like a free spot for the yoga class of today, so he can just straight pay for it. I think that his sales order is pretty complete right now, right? So now we can go to the payment, and he decided to pay cash as well. And now we are just done with this nice flow.
So we saw many different new features today. And actually, some of them are from this new version. So the first one is the new assignment of resources. As we saw, for example, with the messages, we can first select the resource, which is the people, and then we can select the specific hour or slot. So this can be changed, and this can be combined.
And a big new feature of this version is that you can pay while booking online. So this is a big change maker in the booking online process, as it will decrease definitely the chances of no-show.
Also, now we can add some leaves and disable all the online bookings for some specific appointments. For example, we saw that we cancel all the whole week because it was going to snow. So this is very, very convenient.
Yeah. And last but not least, what will make restaurants happier than ever is that you can definitely link your appointment resources with your tables in your point of sales. So this can just be handled very easily.
And there are also some other features that we saw that are new. For example, linking our appointments with Google Calendar, Google Meet. Also, we can publish appointments in different websites if we have to manage multi-website. And also we can invite other attendees, like we did, for example, for the yoga class. So they will be reminded as well of the appointment.
Well, I think we cover pretty much everything, but the most important is relax while Odoo does the job for you.
And Camille, now that we're done, we can just take our bathrobes and we can just go back to the spa, right?
Yeah, I would love to, but we have first the Q&A, so we have to stay for it.
Okay, you're right.
Well, thank you for your attention, and here is the QR code to ask your question.
For this inspiring talk, I didn't have the opportunity to take the...
Seems it doesn't work. It should work. Didn't have it.
So Camille, what would you book first in a spa? If you could choose.
I think a massage, definitely.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, finally we made it. So, we have a lot of different questions. I'll begin with a small one to go over to the big ones after. So, can you also have different price lists for appointments? That's the first question.
Well, of course you can have different price lists. The thing is that you need to create those price lists beforehand, then to associate it to the right customer. So if you want to emphasize that feature on your database, don't hesitate to force your customer to create an account online so that you can straight then associate the right price list.
Okay, thank you. So to go over to the other question, can you limit who can book an appointment? For example, only logged in users.
We could hide the pages. We could restrict it also to people that are logged in, for example, in the portal.
Based on the visibility of the page, you can just say, okay, based on a password, you'll be able to see only those appointments. Or you can also say based on some rules. So you need to go into the configuration of your website on the page, the specific page, just to define this.
Okay, thank you. Are the resources limited to a company? How will it work with branches? Are they shared between companies?
Well, that's a good question. But branches is a new feature.
I don't think that on the resource, on the resource, it's not associated with a product, and on the resource, I can just check it quickly. So if I'm going on my database, just here, just going to the back end, but I'm pretty sure there is no field like this. I can just go into my resources, and here I have all my resources. I don't have a company field, so no, it's company specific. You cannot share it between.
Okay, thank you. So here I have a question about the link with the websites. How can you have different appointments for separate websites? So, for example, if the company is the same, but also if you have multiple companies, so that on website A, you have the possibility to book an appointment with person 1, and on website B, you can book an appointment with person 1 or 2.
Well, it's the different resources. So let's go back to the appointment. Sorry. For example, the massage. Sorry, my bad.
In the configuration.
In the configuration. Here we can only publish it in one website or the other. So in this case, we would create different appointments.
So the point is that you want on one website, this appointment is available on one website, and then you have a second website where you just want to have specific person booking on that website.
So yes, basically, yes, that's it.
Okay. Well, on here, when you have like the share button, I mean, it depends if you want to share it from a newsletter or on a website. But if you want to have it available on both websites, you just put this field website empty. And if you want to have it on a specific website, you just define the website right here. But if you want to be just limited to a certain amount of people, I would definitely advise you to share the link by just clicking here. And here normally you should have like both websites here to choose for the domain name.
Okay, thank you. I'll ask one last question. Can we sell messages on the point of sales link to the availability of the employee?
Sorry, could you repeat?
So can you sell a message on the point of sale that is linked to the availability of an employee?
Not that I know
No,
of.
that I know. We would take a bit more discussion. Don't hesitate to go to the point of sales
you can
booth.
and you can join us in the booth, and then we can check that together.
Okay, so unfortunately we do not have more time, but if you still have questions, you can find them just after the talk downstairs. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.